Notes is the perfect place to keep little notes about important things that are neither tasks nor appointments. For example, I often receive emails that have important snippets of information and I really need to keep that. So let's say, for example, that I have an email here that's got a note in it and I really want to keep a note of it. Drag the email and drop it on the Notes option in your navigation. Here's the note here. Give the note a title. When you then stretch the bottom right corner, there'll be more details and you can stretch that right out and it gives you the date and time that the note was created. When I close the note and go to my Notes folder, either by clicking Notes in the Folders pane or clicking on Notes in my navigation options, I will see that note with all my other notes. Notes is great when you need to keep a record of something, so it's like a little post-it sticky note. And often I create it from an email, but if I don't create it from an email, I'll just click New Note. When I create New Note, I then just give it a title and one line, then that's what will appear here. So I'm testing a note, and then I type all the details about the note. When I hit Close, I'll find that I now have testing a note because this is sorted by the date it was created. I can also right-click and go to Categories and assign a colour if I wish, and it could be about training, so now it's blue. So you can easily categorize your notes as well. I can also open a note and edit a note at any time just by double-clicking, stretching it, typing what I want, and then closing it. Sometimes people will ask me for a note, so I'll right-click and I'll forward it, which means it actually attaches the note to an email that I can send to somebody, and then they'll have that note in their system about how to do something. And I'll close and save no. So all sorts of things. It appears that nowadays, no matter what you register for, whether it's a garden or a recipes website, you have to have a password. And the rules around passwords seem to vary per website. So every time I create a login, I keep a note about what my username and my password is so that I don't forget. And then if 12 months down the track I want to go back to that gardening site or recipe site, I can quickly go to my notes and find what my password was. You don't have to write it in exact detail. You can put some sort of encrypted message that only you understand that will tell you what your password is. Also, increasingly, we don't tend to carry checkbooks with us, so people often email me and ask me what's your bank account details, and I want to keep a note of that so that I can easily add that to an email and give them that information quickly. So anything that you want to keep notes about, use the Notes folder. It's actually more useful than people realize. I absolutely love my Notes folder, as you can see here. And I'll go back to folders.